Hi everyone. In this video, we'll show you how you can set up your services within your ZenDuty team, as well as add integrations and outgoing integrations to those services. Let's go ahead and review our team structure, which we had covered in our previous tutorials. Over here, we have an example of the IT operations team, which is primarily in charge of doing enterprise support, as well as monitoring the server and database performances. The IT operations team uses Zendesk and Dynamics 365 for enterprise support, and they use Prometheus, Grafana, and AWS CloudWatch to monitor their server and database performance. There are two kinds of integrations within ZenDuty. One is what we plainly refer to as an integration, which is a one-way communication between a ZenDuty service and an alert source. Examples of integrations include Prometheus, Grafana, and AWS CloudWatch. An outgoing integration is an integration that helps you send data outside of ZenDuty whenever an incident is created or updated. The communication between ZenDuty and an outgoing integration is generally two-way. So whenever you take an action on ZenDuty, that would be reflected within the third-party application and vice versa. In this demo, we'll cover a few action items. First, we'll show you how you can create a service. Then we would be adding an alert integration to that service. We would also be adding an outgoing integration with Slack. And we'd explore two use cases. One, monitoring using Pingdom, and two, support use case with Freshdesk. So let's dive right in. To create a service, navigate to your quick start guide, and in step number 3, you can add a new service by clicking on the add new service button and give your service a name. Alternatively, you can navigate to your teams page, and within the teams page, navigate to your services tab. Over here, you can click on add new service to create a new service. So let's go ahead and create a service for production infrastructure. We'll be using AWS CloudWatch, Grafana, and Prometheus. We'll select the P0 infra escalation policy for the service. For now, we'd leave the task template SLA policy and default urgency as none, and we'll disable collation. These are concepts that we'll cover in future tutorials. Let's go ahead and click on save. So as you can see, we have created the production infrastructure service, and we have added 3 integrations or alert sources to this service. To configure an integration, click on the integration name and follow the steps within the configuration tab. In most cases, to configure an integration, you need to simply copy the webhook URL and go to your respective monitoring tool, where you would have a webhook dispatcher, and paste the URL in the webhook dispatcher. We have already created a service for the purposes of this demo, the uptime and support service, and let's go ahead and see how this works. In our first use case, we would be monitoring a URL with Pingdom. Pingdom is a monitoring service that lets you monitor your URL for any downtime and uptime. We have already configured the Pingdom integration by copying this webhook URL and adding it to the Pingdom webhook dispatcher, which is right here. So after we've configured this URL, you see that Pingdom is currently monitoring a single endpoint, which is currently in the up state. So let's go ahead and bring down this URL and see what happens. As you can see, the endpoint is currently experiencing a downtime. Let's go back to our ZenDuty integration page and see what's happened. After we configure our alert source, you'll see that the alert source will start sending you alerts. And whenever any downtime is detected by Pingdom, it will send a payload to ZenDuty, and ZenDuty will take that payload and convert that payload into something called as an incident. So we have this critical alert that is converted into incident number 252. Let's go ahead and see what that is, right? So as you can see, once the incident is triggered and it is escalated via the default escalation policy, you'll see that the incident has been assigned to Dwight. To get some more information about the alert, you can navigate to the payload section and you'll be able to see a few more details about the pingdom check and exactly what URL has gone down. The on-call engineer can then go ahead and acknowledge the incident and then start triaging the issue. Let's go back to Pingdom and let's bring the website back up and see what happens to the incident on ZenDuty. Once Pingdom detects that the website is back up, Pingdom will send a resolution message or a resolution alert to ZenDuty. Let's go back and see what Pingdom has sent us. So we are in our service, we'll go to the Pingdom integration, and if we check the alerts tab, I'll see that Pingdom has sent us an OK resolved message to ZenDuty. Whenever any integration sends a resolution message, ZenDuty will automatically resolve the incident that is created earlier. Now let's go ahead and check out another integration, this time with a support application. We have integrated ZenDuty with Freshdesk. Since it's a two-way integration, that will be added in the outgoing integration section. Once configured, whenever any new tickets come in within Freshdesk, ZenDuty will create a new incident. And whenever the ticket is resolved within Freshdesk, ZenDuty will automatically resolve the incident on ZenDuty. So let's go to our Freshdesk and create a new ticket. So once the Freshdesk ticket is created, if we go to the Freshdesk integration page and navigate to the alerts tab, you'll see that the Freshdesk ticket has created incident number 253. Once a new ticket is created on Freshdesk, that will create a new incident on ZenDuty. Now, whenever there is any change in the status of the Freshdesk ticket, since it's a two-way integration, that will automatically change the incident on ZenDuty. So as you can see that as I changed the status from open to pending, the pending status on Freshdesk automatically acknowledged the incident on ZenDuty. Whereas if I resolve the ticket on Freshdesk, that will automatically resolve the incident on ZenDuty as well. You'll be able to see all alerts associated with an incident in the alerts section. So you'll be able to see what was the alert that created the incident, what was the alert that acknowledged the incident, and what was the alert that resolved an incident. If we go back to our Pingdom incident, if we see incident number 252, we had one alert that created the incident and another alert that resolved the incident. Now let's explore what outgoing integrations are, right? So outgoing integration are primarily two-way communications between ZenDuty and a third-party application. So whenever there is anything or any incident that is created within ZenDuty, that will make a change or create something in a third-party application. So let's go ahead and create an outgoing integration with a Slack channel. So the use case here is that whenever Pingdom encounters any downtime, I would like for ZenDuty to send that downtime message to a Slack channel. To create an outgoing integration, navigate to, again, your team page and navigate to your service. And click on the Add New Outgoing Integration button. So here we're going to add a Slack integration. So if we go back to Slack, we already have a channel called Incidents. So we're going to send all of our Pingdom downtime and Freshdesk ticket incidents to the Incidents channel. We're going to choose the Slack channel Incident Command System Integration and click on Save. To configure the outgoing integration, click on the Configure button. And now we're going to integrate Slack. So as you can see that our integration is successful. Let's go ahead and select the channel where we would want to send all the incidents for the uptime and support service. So we're going to send it to the incidents channel and we're going to click on Save Settings. Now let's go back to Pingdom, and currently the website is up. Let's bring that back down. So once Pingdom detects a downtime in our URL, if we go back to our ZenDuty integration page and look at the alerts tab, I'll see that incident number 254 has just been created, and we have the com section where you will be able to see that the incident has been sent to a Slack channel. So let's go to our Slack channel and see what happens here. As you can see, ZenDuty has sent the incident details to the Slack channel. Once the incident enters the Slack channel, the channel members have an option to take a few actions on the incident. They can acknowledge the incident, and they can assign the incident to any other user or add responders and change priorities and assign the SLAs, so on and so forth. If I have to view the alerts that created, or view the Pingdom alert that created the incident, I can just click on View Alerts. And if I have to maybe drill down a little more, I'll be able to deep dive into the payload that is being sent by Pingdom. So this was an outgoing integration with Slack. Whenever any action takes place on the ZenDuty application, that will automatically get reflected within your outgoing integrations as well. So if I bring my Pingdom URL back up and monitor the Slack message, you will see that the Slack message is automatically resolved once the Pingdom alert or Pingdom downtime goes back up to up. Similarly, I can add outgoing integrations with a bunch of other tools. That includes an outgoing integration with Jira that will create a new task on your Jira project whenever any new incident is created on ZenDuty. Similarly, you can also send the same incident data to a Microsoft Teams channel through the Microsoft Teams connector integration. And you can also modify your status pages whenever any new incident is created for a specific service. So in this demo, we covered how you can create a service and add an integration and an outgoing integration to that service. We also covered two use cases with monitoring with Pingdom and support with Freshdesk. In our next video, we'll explore how you can add an on-call schedule and create escalation policies for your incidents. And moving forward, we'll cover concepts like incident SLAs and priorities.